so he just does whatever the hell he wants. So I have to go back through and switch the wherever the lettering lines is, which panel it's supposed to go to, or whatever. So I have to redo it then. And then if there's any changes when the letter is doing it, I'll be like, you know what, I'll just say it in the messenger, change it to this line. And then, so then I don't record it anywhere at all.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And then you know, this time around, so my co-writer, usually what I normally do is I wrote this through role playing with my co-writer like 3 years ago. And I was just using our old writing. So to re-letter it now, it's been 3 years. We're kind of a little bit better at writing 3 years ago. So we're like changing it all, and we have like 3 editors because we all suck. And I think we're all dyslexic, really. And yeah, so going through it, we all miss something. Like the next person will catch something else and be like, oh, like somehow we all missed. It was she yells out, oh, there's a secret drawer. I did not have ER on the end of drawer, so it was draw. And nobody caught it until like some random person was like, oh, did you know it? There's no ER. And I was like, nope. Like 4 of us edited it and like 5 other people read it, and no, none of us got it. So that's the joy of writing. So yeah.
So just a quick question, so I understand this this format for you guys. We're just live right now, right? Yeah, I'm just like, oh, so we just,
no format.
Just
yeah,
click the button and we just go for it.
I told you thought you were thinking way too hard. We don't have any thought process.
Absolutely, I was.
Yeah, I told you. Tom might, if it was his, you know, I should just give it to him. He'd probably have some thought process. I'm lazy. There's no thought process. I don't book people. If they want to show up, they show up. Yeah, I have no, like, people like, can I be on your shows? Like, if you show up, like, I don't, I'm not gonna write it down. Like, my whole life is recording down clients, like, all day long. I record on my count. I have like 50 people on my you know, calendars per month. I have like, actually I have more than that, because I have like 15 to 25 people a day. So the less time I have to look at my calendars, the happier I am. So
next time I'm just gonna get the link. I'm just drop in whenever. Like, we'll just see
what I told you. Yeah. Like, Ray, I don't even know if Ray's on this show or not. He just shows up and he's like, let me in. I was like,
perfect.
No, whatever.
Well, real quick then, Tom. I have someone who wants to meet you. Would that be okay?
Okay.
Okay. It's the Trivia Shark, Tom, and he's brought a letter for you. I'm gonna read this to you, Tom. Is that okay?
Okay.
Is it a love letter?
Tom, period. You claim to be a trivia master and an amateur ichthyologist. Now, in parentheses, that reads shark guy. So would you be willing to wager your crown tonight in a round of trivia? Tom, are you willing to wager your crown against the Trivia Shark?
What are we trivia-ing?
It looks like shark trivia, Tom.
Well, but in what context? Like shark movie trivia? Like, what are we talking about?
It looks as though the theme. Yes, sir, Tom.
All right,
I am a conduit for the shark.
Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. It's I mean, you can get pretty obscure with this shit, but
I'm scared.
I'm a simple man, Tom.
You're more complex than the 2 of us put together. You put more thought in this than we have ever thought in all the episodes we've done put together. So that puts you way above.
Yeah, I was just going to say, you've already staged like the first segment of this show in like 14 shows or whatever it is. Yeah,
it's been, you know, we've been doing this now for what? Let's see, January, February, March, April, now May is over. 5 months. We've been doing this for 5 months. That's a long time. That's 20 shows. We still don't know what the hell we're doing, and we don't care.
Just
listen,
people show up, and we don't. We hope they do. We just don't care.
All you guys were missing was purchasing a shark hand.
Yeah, he bought the script for you, Tom.
Yeah, painting a little Riddler hat, pirate hat on it. That's all you guys are missing. It's that simple. Tom, are you ready for your first question?
Sure.
Okay, Tom. Now, what is the word Meg short for in the Meg franchise? Would you like multiple choice, or do you think you know this one?
No, that's going to be Megalodon.
Good job, Tom. Good job.
I know that one.
Yeah. We
You
don't
should have said
need. What was
Maggie.
that show
Megan.
where you got like, oh, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Where you got the four
There you go.
choices and then
Yeah.
phone a friend and all that kind of stuff. You know what's
Did
really
you
funny?
Did you want a lifeline, Tom?
They did a home version of that at some point, like a board game or something. I don't know what it was, but when I used to run my shop, I had a comic shop. I had somebody call me one time, and he was like, "So this is going to be weird, but I have a comic book question." And I was like, "Yeah, I can help you." So literally, the girl says, "Like you're my lifeline, like you are my phone a friend because we're playing." Who Wants to Be a Millionaire at home, and I have a comic book question. So I found you in the phone book and I called you because I had a comic book question. I was like, that's amazing. That's so bizarre.
Fantastic.
But yeah, I was like, okay, great. And I got it right. I don't remember what it was, but it was accurate. So yeah, it was good. That was fun.
Well, just to tell you guys, when it comes to overthinking, I was like, wouldn't it be cool if I could get a little that theme song from Jaws for the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire music, that dun dun dun, just as we're waiting for the answers to be done. It was ridiculous, Tom.
Quickest way to get your video turned off for
Yeah. That's a good point.
for using unlicensed music.
That makes sense. Absolutely.
I still don't understand the rules for all that stuff, but yeah, generally speaking, they'll be like, you get about 8 seconds of that, and they're like, nope, you're shut down.
I'll remember that next time.
I don't even know the rules either because I don't think.
Yeah, it's weird because like I go on YouTube and I watch people play music and I watch people like play movie clips and stuff, but then I hear from other people that are like, yeah, we can't show trailers. We can't.
I've heard people say they can't show trailers,
and I'm like, but other people are doing it, so I don't understand.
Do you remember the kids' book Harold and the Purple Crayon?
Vaguely.
Okay, yeah, I never read it, but I always saw it all the time. So there's a movie out, I guess, coming out, Harold and the Purple Crayon. Anyway, I just literally saw the trailer 2 days ago, and the girl says to the guy, "What were you thinking?" He goes, "Oh, no, I don't think." And I thought of that like right up. I was like, that's so fitting. But yeah,
that's funny.
That's the theme of today's show. I wasn't thinking. So,
I don't think.
Okay. I don't think. Yeah. I don't think I think at all.
Episode 20. I don't think.
I don't think. I don't know. Anyway, go ahead. Next question.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking at Harold and the Purple Crayon. This is not at all.
It's got Zachary Levi. Is that how you say it? From
Shazam guy.
Yeah, this is crazy.
I do remember. I remember there was 2 books I remember that I never was really into. It was Harold the Purple Crayon and what is it? The Little Prince, or I don't know. He's on a star or something. I don't know what it is, but I saw it all the time at like the book fairs and shit. But I never read it. So now when I saw it, I think there is a Little Prince made. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
No, you're making it up.
Probably. It's more than likely that I am making it up. Okay. Go ahead. Your next question.
No. The next question, I'm sure Tom will know this one. Who wrote the novel that the movie Jaws is based on?
Peter Benchley.
There you go. Look at that.
And then it's funny when you do the credits for the sequels, like on Jaws 3, there's a credit that says, oh God, what does it say? It's not inspired by. It's just something like implied by the characters created by Peter Benchley. And I'm like, at no point did Peter Benchley imply a shark at SeaWorld. Like no, it's the wrong interpretation of these characters. But okay, all right.
I was actually going to drop these randomly, but all it is just a little internet one because I did not want to put that much effort into the questions. I was trying to find out who was.
He does belong in the show. Look at that.
Yeah, so I mean, you guys could find all this just online. It's all very easy. How many Jaws movies are there, Tom?
How many Jaws movies?
Yes,
there are 4 official Jaws movies, and there is a 5th.
30 according to what is it? Back to the Future.
Yeah, there's a well, yeah, according to Back to the Future, there's 19.
There you go.
There's a 5th unofficial Jaws movie that was named Jaws 5, but it was this Italian ripoff horrendous thing that ultimately be rebranded Cruel Jaws. But there are 4 official Jaws.
I appreciate
Jaws
that
things.
that got
Yeah,
a
Jaws
good
things.
answer there. Like that's an
He's
interesting
got
answer
bonus
for us.
answers, man.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
like, this is good.
Yeah.
What rapper is part of the cast of Deep Blue Sea? Tom, do you know that one?
That is LL Cool J.
I
my
even
God,
knew
okay.
that one.
Yeah,
Whatever.
LL Cool J. And he's often kind of depicted as like the first black guy to survive like a horror movie.
Yeah.
Completely untrue. Completely
Yeah,
untrue.
okay, that's
Who was
not
the
true.
first?
I don't know who the first is, but there are examples going backwards through sci-fi and horror and stuff where black guys survive. But it is the trope that they generally get offed. But yeah, they have a tendency to sneak through from time to time.
Okay.
He's not the first, is the point.
People come here for the knowledge, you know. They don't stay they come for the knowledge.
I think he might have been like the first like modern era like of that time. Like, oh my God, the black guy lived, you know. But if you go backwards, they make it. They make it.
I'm pretty sure there's one out there.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look this up. I don't know if I actually believe that one.
Oh,
Yet.
and
We'll see.
he survives 2 horror movies. He survives Deep Blue Sea. He also survives Halloween H2O.
Oh my
I never
God, I
saw
forgot
that
about that
movie.
one.
Yeah. So maybe we can say this.
I don't think most
LL
people
Cool
watch
J
it
may be
survive
the
that one.
only black guy to survive 2 horror movies. That might be a real thing. That could be a real thing.
Facts here, folks.
That's all we're having.
Yeah.
Real quick for you then, Tom. The voice of the character for King Shark in the Suicide Squad movie. Who voiced him?
That's Sylvester Stallone.
Fantastic. I actually was hoping that one would get you at least.
That's
Hope wrong.
outside the box for me. That's very outside the box, but I just happen to have watched enough to remember that. Plus, he talks just like Stallone anyway. Fins. I mean, that's Stallone
Well,
anyway.
That's all I remembered him sounding like. So when I saw that question, I was like, I don't have a clue who it could be.
Just think Rocky. Adrian. You know, it's the same. It's the same.
Nice.
Oh.
Oh, I learned a fact about that movie. What did I just learn? Oh, the song
what?
"I Am the
Suicide Squad?
Tiger." No, I never saw that movie of Rocky. That made me think of Rocky.
Oh.
I guess he wanted. What was the song? Maybe you know this? The song that originally he wanted, and they instead of "Eye of the Tiger," but they wouldn't let him have it.
Oh yeah, I don't remember what it was, but there was something else that they were trying to get. That's right. I don't remember what it was though.
Yeah, I just saw it. I already forgot it. But yeah, that probably. I mean, it's a famous song anyway. I remember thinking it was a really famous song anyway. But they're like, oh, they missed out. I'm like, well, they still made millions off it. But yeah, they probably would have.
No, Eye of the Tiger was really good. That was really.
That was
I
one
love
it should have been.
that was written for it, right? That was written for it, or was it already existed?
That I don't know. I don't know.
I need facts.
That's my awareness of the song, but I don't know if it was actually made for it or not. That was a time back. I was going to say back in the day, they used to make albums for these.
Yeah,
movies.
back in the good old days.
Nowadays they're just like, hey, what was cool in the '80s, and let's put it on our soundtrack.
Yeah, it says, "Eye of the Tiger" by Survivor was written as a theme song for 1982 film Rocky.
Nice. Perfect. Yeah.
Awesome. Anyway, next.
Oh no, there's one last question, but real quick, on topic of old famous songs. Do you guys ever play Magic the Gathering or anything like that?
Sure.
Tom, yeah.
Sure.
Tom has done it all. He has way too much time in his hands.
It brought back memories. One time we were in a tournament and it was the last round, and my friend is who I faced, and he put on Final Countdown. Right, played it full blast on his phone, put it down on the phone. Everyone laughs, and then it plays 3 more times as we're waiting, and no one's laughing anymore, and they're staring. It's the worst experience. But Jake, if you're listening, I love you. That was awful. So just wanted to share some traumatic memories with you guys real quick.
Nice.
Last question for you, Tom. This is the last question. This is easy. What is the name of the shark in Finding Nemo? Who leads the fish-friendly sharks support group?
You might not know this one.
Finding Nemo. It's Bruce.
There you go. That's it.
Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
You defeated the trivia short.
Shark from Jaws.
What?
Yeah, Bruce is the name that they gave the the model.
Yeah, the
thing,
mechanical.
and
Yeah.
and Bruce is in the name of Spielberg's lawyer. That's where that came from.
Oh, fantastic!
Wow, we just go facts to facts to facts. We just go down the
This is
line.
incredible. Like,
Yeah. I told you we don't even have a show with that Tom. So when he retires, that's it. Well,
I
when
told
we
you
find
I can
people-
go. Yeah, I mean, I can go pretty deep on this stuff, especially when it's like pop. Like you obviously you can go like absurdly deep with all the shark stuff that we talked about. Like I have no
There's a
facts
rabbit
about
hole.
Ghost Shark. Like I have no facts. I don't know who the actors are. I don't know the music. But when we're talking about just like sort of, pop culture level stuff, I can get pretty deep. I mean, I've got Jaws books on my shelf over here.
Nice.
About like the making of and the novelizations and stuff. I mean, I'm sitting here with the soundtrack right next to me, so it's shark stuff has been a big part of my life pretty much forever, but Jaws kind of solidified it for me. I've always had a thought process towards the ocean and all that kind of stuff. So the fact that now I get to write a shark book is super cool. It's kind of like when I finally wrote my kaiju book. Like, what took me so long to write a kaiju book? Because I love Godzilla and monsters, but it took me forever to write one. But we finally did, and that was cool to do. And now it's like, yeah, I've got all of this, seemingly pointless Jaws knowledge in my brain. I need to put it on the page and get it out of here, so I can move on with my life.
I just thought of something that now I need to do. So my issue 24 has the shark, the zombie shark in the tank at the.
Right.
I'm gonna have one of the doctors, like maybe a lab coat, have your name on it. So like in the room with the sharks, he's gonna be the head shark person. So you're gonna be an Easter egg in my book.
Nice.
Perfect.
Nice.
I'm
Yeah, I
excited,
just
yeah.
had somebody email me or message me. They're like, "Hey, I need to look at your shark cover." So, I mean, it's just it's everywhere now. It's omnipresent. Everything I do now is like, get the damn shark book out.
I might have your ears hanging off the hook next to it too.
Yeah.
The bonus ears. I'd be like, so there's no mistaking which Tom this is. Yeah, because I'm working on that script, but I added stuff, so it's got a while. We're only on 16, so but it'll happen before you know it. I'm hoping to have 22 done by the end of the year, because then I'll be a whole year ahead.
Insane.
Nah, yeah. That's a good way to put it. And now I'm relettering 1 through 7, so they're all gonna match, and yeah, I've wasted so much money, but I figure I wasted this much. What's another couple of thousand? So
This lettering is ESK lettering it, right?
Oh yeah. He's a
Did you
very
do it
patient
personally
man.
first time?
Huh?
Did you do it personally the first time, or was it someone else?
No, that requires work. My original artist had done everything for an insanely low price. He had never worked in comics before. He penciled, lettered, inked, colored, everything for the first 7, and he insanely low. And when 7 was like almost done, he's like, this rate is killing me, but I'll keep going if that's what I have to do. And I was like, no. I think I'm okay. I'll get a letterer. So I wound up getting a letterer and a colorist, and he's never been happier. And I know, because he refuses to color anymore for anybody else. So he obviously hated coloring. And I know he hated lettering, because he literally had to, like, I think he can only do it standing up. I don't know what the difference is, but when he draws, he sits down. When he letters, he stands up, or vice versa. So it was always like daytime was this and nighttime. So he's thrilled. But yeah, it was tough, because pretty much he was making the same amount, but I had to add on the price so I was not as happy as he was, but he is insanely good, and he started going to school around issue 4, and yeah, he's a machine. So he quit his job at issue 3 to do this, and I was like, fuck, what are you thinking? Yeah, so I have no regrets. My credit card has a little regret, but I don't have any regrets. So if I lose my house, I might regret it. We'll see how that goes. But It is not. This has been like the worst month ever. Like I think in like 4 weeks time, I've spent like $24,000 on like taxes and repairs on the mobile van for my job, and like every week it was like $3,000 of repair for 4 weeks for the damn van to be repaired. So it has not been a good month, but we refuse to stop because, like I said, we don't think here, and where Lori's been telling me for a year to slow down, I don't have that ability. So we're going forward. 14 through 22 is like my all-time favorite. So I keep telling myself that I might slow down at 22, but I don't see that happening. So we'll see. Yeah. Whatever. 11 launches June 17th. I had an unfortunate situation that turned out okay, but Tom, have you ever heard this? So I all the payments went through but 4, right? I think it was 4 error payments. So I shipped everybody's because I shipped stupidly in the first 48 hours. So I shipped, and then at the end of the campaign, 7 days when it gets dropped, those people get dropped. So 4 people got dropped. Not the one that was dropped was errored before. One that had cleared errored. So the payment never went through, even though there was no error the whole time. So he paid through PayPal, which I'm very grateful for, but I had already shipped it. So now I have to wait 7 days to ship new people anyway. But have you ever had one not error and then error 7 days later? Like it was already like he didn't have a chance to fix it because it literally went from no error to dropped. There was no in between.
Well, for me, I usually use BackerKit, so it's all just
yeah.
2 weeks later, I send the surveys out. Like it's not even a week. Like that's the thing. Like it's really 2 weeks even before you get your money. So you really shouldn't be doing anything for about 2 weeks if you have people
Remember
that
the
are
not thinking thing that relies.
Yeah.
I hate waiting, but now I'll have to wait the 7 days because I've never had that happen before. And if it had been like one of the glow in the darks that were like 400, it would not have been good.
Yeah.
So I'll wait the 7 days at least for the new people. I'll probably pack everything.
Yeah, you can have it ready to go. Yeah, for sure.
I'll pack everything, and then once that drops, though, I could ship it. Right, I could ship it at the 7 days. You think?
Well, yeah. I mean, at that point, from what I understand, they get that much time to fix the problem, and so I'm not sure. But you still don't get your money for another week, even after that.
At this point,
that's why I always wait just 2 weeks just to make sure.
Yeah, but you also have
finalized.
Like 500 backers. I have like 100. It doesn't really affect me. Like I said, the credit card is there for a reason. So I don't really care about that. I care more about I have to get the stuff out because my next campaign is 3 weeks later. So I need to get especially new people. They need their damn comic books to see if they even want to do for the new one. So yeah, it's not there. I do them too soon, and I know that, but I don't have a choice. There's just too fucking many of them, and he's too fast. I mean, I'm 6 ahead, so I need to sell them to get that money back. So I don't care about the shipping costs when I'm paying for 5 ahead of time. Like the shipping cost
but again, like you just said, if you're sitting, then you're sending out expensive stuff, and then it craps out. Then that's
I'll wait the 7 days now.
Yeah,
I don't want to wait 2 weeks. I mean, I'm not going to wait for the money. I'm going to wait for the 7 days. But I'll pack and label it all and all that fun stuff. I mean, I hate having to do it, but while I'm doing it, it doesn't seem to bother me. But oh man, it kills my back though. Like I'm just like, you don't realize your back hurts until you're done. So you're like, oh fuck, what was I doing? And I get everything done in 48 hours. So, but now I'm gonna have 7. I don't do good without structure. I'll just I won't do anything. I'll be like,
I do. I tend to try and do about 50 a day, give or take, and that's
48 hours. That's why I could do it in 48 hours and you can't.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes it's more, but just on the average, it's like let's do 50 a day. We can generally get this knocked out in a week to 10 days at the most. Pretty
You don't
easy.
have a lot. Oh no, you do have merch. You have merch, right? You don't have a lot of
really. I mean, we do.
Merch.
We have the toys, the critter figures, and we do like this last campaign. We had some pins, but we don't do really a lot of merch. No, it's mainly just the comics, and that's what we want to.
I think the more backers people get, the less merch they do. Except for Rob Motari, he does a ton. He's the king of merch. So,
well, merch is just there's an audience for it, but it's just not that huge. But if what you do is merch, then you can grow that because people are like, oh, like look at all this stuff, like they get into it. But if you come in with comics and that's kind of your focus, and then you're like, well, let's do all this other merch, I'm like, I just feel like you're going, it's not bad, it's not wrong, but I just feels like that's so much extra effort.
I would not
beyond the comics.
I would not make a third of what I make without merch. I all my merch is what's lifting me. I mean, if I had like 500 backers, I'd probably cut back. Though knowing me, probably not. But I probably,
Well, yeah, but see, that's what I'm saying. Like the people that are following you started with all that merch stuff.
Yes.
So that's the expectation for your brand. But a lot of people come in with comics and they're like, well, I'm doing comics. Okay, cool. And now I want to do like 20 shirts, and now I want to do like, it's just like, whoa, is your comic even working at this point? Like, no one wants your shirt if they don't like your book, right? So it's a tricky transition is all I'm saying. And we've done it a little bit, but it's been tricky. It's been kind of start and stop. But we do it in very limited, specific quantities and contexts and stuff. But
I do not do shirts. I tried shirts and I find it, well, you know why? Because this is why I'd have to buy different sizes because I have to have everything before, and I don't really do that. So I never bothered to do. I did shirts once. I did all extra large, and I sold a few, but it was like, I don't like the shirts I have. Like we wear them, but with the shirts, it's like an iron-on, and you can feel it, and I don't like it. Like you could feel the stiffness of it. I don't really. Sure. That sounds wrong. Never mind.
You can line that stuff up online now, like Teespring and stuff, and you can just load up your images, and you can just direct people there. Like, hey, you want a shirt? They're over here, and you don't make a ton off of it, but because it's all print to order, right? But then they can just order it. Like, well, I want it on a black shirt or a white shirt. I want it extra small or XXX or whatever. So,
what is this
like there's tons of them. There's like Teespring and Redbubble, and it's just all kinds of places where you can upload art and then they stick it on everything, mugs and mouse pads and it's all just print to order. So you have nothing to do other than just uploading your art and then telling your people. Yeah, and then you just tell your people, hey, we've got other merch over here. And pillows and stuff, and all kinds
I like that a lot. Because some people, and they're wrong, are calling me like the hardest working girl in comics. No, I'm super lazy. Like the less I do, the better. I think Lori works like 100 times harder than I work.
Well, I think people see all your merch and they're like, "Oh my god, I'm not doing any of that stuff." And so they see you do. You know what I mean? So it's like it's just like you're on a different path than most people because you embrace all of that. And your fans have embraced all of that, which is great. So, but to me, I look at it and I'm like, fuck no, I'm not doing any of that. I don't want to go anywhere near like plushies and, it's a hassle just to ship the toys in different boxes and stuff. I got to keep ordering boxes for that stuff.
They don't need to be wrapped. You just put some tissue paper in there and throw them in there.
You just do the Amazon style, giant box, throw it in, go.
Yeah, it's perfect. And I love it. It's kind of funny because I have overseas is doing. I'm probably not going to sell these. I made the dolls for me. It's like $150 for two. I don't think people. I don't know. I think they like the animal plushies. I don't know if they'd like the people plushies, but I really wanted it, so they're making it now. And I think was I live when I was like. I told her that it has to have boobs. It has to have the doll has to have boobs. So she sends me this picture of boobs, and I was like, "Yep, those are boobs." Yep. So yeah, and I actually got mad at them yesterday because I said usually they ship it in like 7 to 10 days, and it's already been 7 days. So I said, "Is there any progress pictures?" And she goes, oh, it's already sent to progress. I said, how long does it take? She goes, 7 to 9 days. And I was like, all right. And then she goes, we have to pick the color of the skin. I was like, how did you start it if you don't have the picture of the skin? You obviously, if you don't have the color of the skin, you obviously didn't start it. And she's like, let's start now. And I was like, oh my God, okay. Into my ass.
When you say Lori, is that the same one with the Funko Pops?
Well, when you say Lori's name, she shows up.
Hey,
Oh
you're
my
talking about this,
God.
Lori?
I said I don't like being called the hardest working girl in comics. I said Lori is, yeah, you work nonstop. I don't sleep, but you're actually working when you're awake. Yeah, so this is the Lori that I say is the hardest working.
Yeah, you're the only one of us that can afford a piano, for God's sakes.
Yeah,
Like
absolutely.
my virtual piano. Wait. This
Yes.
See?
Other
Totally
side.
real. Totally real,
Yeah.
everybody.
That was perfect timing. I really like
I
that.
know. I was like, oh wait, they're talking about me. Bring me on. Hey,
Yeah.
Chris, nice to meet you, man.
Hey, nice to meet you. We were just talking about Funko Pops. You're the one doing that, right?
Yeah, I have the Funko Pop.
Insane. I had no idea that was something you could do. I was looking all at them. I said, these are incredible. I was showing to people.
Oh, thanks. You know what's funny? The lady is a fan now. So her and her husband run this Funko Pop studio, and they crack me up because most of the time they're making like cake toppers for wedding cakes and graduation stuff. And then I come along and I'm like, hey, how you feel about doing like undead bears and cowboy Funkos? And they're like, say less. We want to do them all. So
You know, it's funny that you say that because you know, I have the obsession with miniatures. So I have like a miniature 1920s asylum here. And they obviously didn't have a lot of miniatures that were for an asylum, especially 1920s.
yeah.
So there was this chick online who made her own stuff on eBay. And I kept sending her period things. I was like, can you make it? Like, she would literally make it identical to the
Cool.
picture. So she started making them and she's like, can I sell these? I was like, I don't care. You know, what do I care? She started that. Now that became her whole business. It was only 1920. Whatever I gave her, she just and I would get it for like 1/20th the price, you know. Like I think I got like the morgue freezer. She made me a morgue freezer for like, I think it cost me $50 because there's like 4 drawers and one of them has a decomposing zombie in it. So she worked her ass off. The drawers open and close. Anyway, she sold it to me for like $50, which is awesome. But she sold it to everyone else for like $250, $300. And I was like, what can I buy? She was supposed to make me a crematorium and never got around. It's been years. And I think like 3 years after she said she'd make it and didn't, I wrote to her and she goes, oh, I was embarrassed to write you because it'd been so long. I was, no, I still want it. And now it's been another 5 years. I still don't have it. So
I was like, well,
whatever.
maybe it's coming. Probably
Yeah.
not.
But I have so much cool stuff. But yeah, she turned her whole store around to just make that. I don't even know what it was now before. I think it was such random stuff.
She
And
made
now
like
it's-
precious moments and now she's making crematoriums.
Yeah, like she had like simple things. I think I saw she had like a bed. And it actually is the type that it scrolled up or something, like a regular hospital bed. So I was like, I need like chains on this. She's like, okay. So she did little leather chains with the little padding around the inside. Everything is like to detail. You can actually like crank it up like a 1920s bed, so like it tilts upwards. And she made a wheelchair with the straps. I mean, I look like a psychopath, but I have very cool stuff.
I look like a psychopath.
I just think it's funny that she changed everything just like the Funko Pop. It's like, let's just change something nice and simple and sweet. And then she's doing like vultures and a zombie body being autopsied. So
Yeah.
Good time.
Why would you say no to that?
She makes a fortune now, man. I mean, her eBay stuff sell. Like she has probably she's got to have over 200, 300 items on there.
I gotta say, man, us zombie fans are freaks.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they are. Absolutely. Anyway, how was your barbecue? She had a barbecue. She didn't bring us any.
Today has been such a hot mess. Like my kids were out of control. They were fighting. One ran away for like 5 minutes. I had to go track her down. The dog got out. Like it was right after you and I started talking, and then I stopped talking. That's why.
I've never tried that. You know, the whole stop talking thing.
Like I didn't even have a chance to be like, be right back, kids. Kids exploding. It was like, blah, and all hell broke loose. And I was like, I don't know what. My husband came out of the bedroom and he was like, what is going on? And I was like, lots of drama. Katie ran. Can you go get Katie? She just ran out the door, and then the dog ran out after her. And I was just like,
Damn.
this is a hot mess. So
Always exciting over there. The
been
Lori
a
household.
day. Got out of that all calmed down. People came over. We went swimming. No, there was some drama because my dog then knocked over an elder.
Wow.
Yeah, flat on his back. I was like, sorry. So dog got put in the crate. And that was a bummer. And then we went over to the in-laws for barbecue, which was actually really nice. We the barbecue was the best part of the day. We just did nothing. So
Whatever Lori does, I do the opposite. So when she goes and does all these things with family, I stay home and hide.
dude, I've been so busy. We went out to dinner, Saturday for my sister-in-law's birthday. Thursday was something too. I forget. Thursday was something. Friday was something. Saturday we had dinner. Sunday I went to a martial arts seminar and was stick fighting for 5 hours. I'm sore. And then then there's today. I was like, I don't even know what date it is. Chris has sent me the link and I was like, oh, it's Monday.
I went to a Comic-Con at a resort this weekend.
What?
Damn.
Which resort?
Cherry Capital Comic-Con up at Traverse City.
Oh, how was it?
Fancy.
It was
I
good.
wanna
I
go
mean,
now.
it is kind of a fancy place. Yeah, the con is pretty normal con, but
Yeah.
it was good con. It's in one of the ballrooms, so it's got carpet on the floor, so that was good. It's one of those rarities.
Actual carpet.
Yeah, actual real carpet on the floors. So it was good. But yeah, it was really good it's a small con, but it's really comics and art. There's no wrestlers or movie stars or anything really. It's a Comic-Con. It's good. There were a few BDI people there. Stephanie Menard was there.
Cool.
MR Gunn was there. Dirk Manning was there. So there was a bunch of BDI people.
That's cool.
And then the crazy part was on Saturday, I got in early and I was roaming around and I came around to Tim Seeley's booth. He's the guy that does Hack Slash, among other hundreds of other things he's done. And I was sitting there and he had a book on the table that I'd never seen. And I just picked it up and started flipping through it because he wasn't there. And then he came through and he comes into his booth and he's all, oh, hey man, what's going on? And I'm like, hey, and he's like, yeah, you can just take that. You can have it. It's cool. And I'm like, oh, what? Are you sure? Like, yeah. He's like, yeah. You're Big Dog, right? And I was like, what?
He know who I am.
I have never met this guy in my life. And he was like, yeah, you're Big Dog, right? And I'm like, yeah, I'm Tom. He's like, yeah, Big Dog Inc. Like, how's it going? I'm just like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah, that's amazing.
It was really bizarre. And so we just sat there and talked for a little while, and I realized quickly that it was clearly a 6 degrees of separation aspect, because he and I both know Dan Mendoza, and we've worked with similar artists, and I mean, I know I've been at shows with him before, but we've just never met. And so the fact that he was like, yeah, you're Big Dog, I was like,
cool.
It was wild.
Your mind.
Yeah, it was wild. So, and then on Sunday I was like, because we were talking about, how he does this Hack Slash thing where it was like he was really happy with himself that he tapped into the goth thing for Cassie Hack instead of the rave thing, because he was like, goth is eternal. It doesn't matter what era it is, they keep wearing the same shit forever. And so she's an eternal character. Whereas if it was a rave thing, it would be too hyper specific to kind of this moment. I mean, raves still happen, but it wouldn't work. So he was very happy about the goth thing. And so on Sunday I came back and I gave him.
Wait. So rave culture, they have trends? Or what do you mean where it's specific to a moment?
Well, raves are not, like I said, they still happen, but goth is sort of raves.
Movement?
Raves had a moment in time.
Raves had a moment
that they were a thing,
popular,
really a thing. But goth just kind of keeps going. Just kind of keeps going.
Yeah,
just kind of keeps
is
going.
True. I was but I was wondering, do they have different styles of rave? Do they wear different things? You know what I mean? What?
Right.
I'm just curious.
But even within goth, it's even within goth, I've learned that there's variations to it. There's white goth and there's all kinds of stuff. But then on Sunday I was like, time to reciprocate. So I brought him copies of Goth Day and sent those home with him. So We try
Yay.
and keep the wheels greased a little bit, and who knows what might
Oh.
come out of that.
And then the con you did, was it Motor City Comic Con?
Motor City the week
My
before.
editor came and said hi
Yes,
to you.
yes.
Because I'm originally from Michigan, and she was like, "Go to Motor City Comic Con." I was like, "Oh, my friend Tom is set up." I'm like, "Go find Big Dog Ink and tell him I say hi."
Yeah, she was like, "I'm Lori's editor." I was like, "Calcaterra?
You?
Yeah, okay, all right." I was like, "There's probably a lot of Lori's, but
Yeah,
I think that's probably got to be it." Yeah, she was like, "Yeah." It's like, "Okay, cool."
She's all dressed up too. I was just like, "This will be fun."
Yes, yeah. She wasn't she
Leela from
Futurama? Yeah, Leela from
Futurama.
Futurama. Yeah.
With, like, the big
Right.
eye.
Yep.
Funny.
That's awesome.
Yeah. That was good.
She read your stuff. She enjoyed it. So
Oh, beautiful. Excellent. Excellent.
You
I'd
guys
like
will
to say I'm
like-
surprised, but I'm not.
she was like, "Let him know if he ever wants another editor. I'm available." I was like, "All right." I was like, I'll let him know. So there, you've been told. She would love to work for you too. She's good people.
He's awesome.
Excellent.
I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, I think it's June 17th. We're all live, and Chad.
it?
We're all live with Kickstarter because Tom's June 6th. You're 14th. I'm 17th, and I can't remember
Who's
if
Chad?
Chad's 12th or something like that.
Yeah, Chad's a little bit after me, so yeah, that sounds roughly
Yeah.
It's
right.
after you. And then when's yours, Carissa? The 17th?
The 17th. So on this show, June 17th, we're all gonna have a live
That's
on our
cool.
Kickstarter. Yeah, we're awesome like that. I'm excited. Not really. I hate.
Chris,
I'm
when are you
nervous
live?
every single time. Huh?
I was asking Chris.
This is actually live now. I have his thing.
Are you live
Yeah.
now?
Yeah, actually, I got funded a few days ago.
Woohoo! Good job,
yeah.
man.
I used a snippet of Tom looking at the video. And we don't have to do all this. But yeah, no, we're finally there. So
Congrats, man.
I can make little trivia shark puppets and do all that.
Yeah, you
now
missed the
instead of worry
trivia.
about things.
You have to go back and
Oh
watch it.
no! I'll have to go back and watch. You said Trivia Shark.
Trivia shark. Yeah, he's adorable.
Tom, did you love that? Oh look,
No,
I
Tom-
got 100%. I got 100%.
Yeah, he did.
I would.
I
Dude,
told
if
you
we were
would've
ever on
probably
a
gotten
trivia
some.
team, we would want Tom to be on our trivia
Oh,
team.
yeah.
I feel like he is just a wealth of knowledge from pop culture. It's like all
Every
that
time-
useless information. Tom
every
knows
time
it
he
all.
answered
As long as there's a shark category, we're gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told Chris that he put more thought in this show than all 20 episodes we've done together. All of
I
us.
mean, you
but
call it a non-show.
together.
We don't come prepared with material.
Yeah. Who the hell is it? I mean, like, he had way too much thought. He was overthinking everything, and I was just like,
You're like, dude, we don't do that here.
We don't
Thanks.
do that here, yeah, we don't. We could play your video. How long is your video?
No, we don't have to do that. That's
Why?
fine. It's been played plenty of times. It's a long video.
Well,
Oh my God, what's wrong with
I-
you?
Space.
mine's 5 minutes.
Man,
so-
the
Just-
real
Just cut
danger
it to
is
the
not
end, like the last
actually
No, I've
about
seen
those
this video. It's good.
last 30
Dragons.
seconds.
I have not seen this video.
Even about the pesky little space vampires. No, the real danger
Quiet, Chris.
is about
Yes, thank you,
debris
mute.
left from war. You just
It's like
imagine
you
it.
can see
You're
a
trying to go
hand
to your
in the
grandma's
background.
galaxy,
It's
just
adorable.
flying around. And next thing you know, a piece of debris hits that windshield, cracks right through, squirts you out like a tube of toothpaste. And that's why you need the Clofitch, where
Wow.
we clean up those
That
loose
part made me
ends.
laugh.
The toothpaste is actually baking soda and water.
Was it?
The funnel shoved it in there. That's it. Then you just light that on fire and you let it go.
Meanwhile, it's on fire. Just glitching out.
The glitches was that like hide near the edit, so we did in it.
Bugs in the kitchen, damn mold in the sink. Chugging down the whiskey, yeah, we'll never start to think.
It's
What
on
we
fire.
do tomorrow. Bugs in the kitchen, damn mold in the sink. Chugging down the whiskey, yeah, we'll never start to think. What do we do tomorrow? Bugs in the kitchen, damn mold in the sink. Chugging down the whiskey, yeah, we'll never start to think. What do we do tomorrow?
Chris,
I love how it
question.
just keeps singing and singing, and the flames get
and
bigger
things
and
are just
bigger.
burning down.
It's so
Yeah.
much scarier in person. Like in the video, it doesn't look that scary, but it got real scary.
So I have to ask you, what's your video
Love it.
playthrough rate?
Like none. All the video playthroughs were me watching it. Yeah.
Oh, come on,
I'm not even
people.
lying.
They don't have a sense of humor.
The market, you have 3 seconds to make an impression, and that was like 30
Yeah.
seconds of black. I made 0 impressions. It was incredible. So
They say to start your video with comedy in the first 10 seconds to hook people in.
well, I failed.
I
failed that
guarantee
part.
you, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
And listen, this is what I told
ran
Chris,
myself over with a car in the first 10 seconds, and
Yeah.
people still didn't watch the video.
and this is what I told Chris when I saw that the first time. That's the greatest Kickstarter video I've ever seen in my life, ever, ever. And because of that, solely because of that video, when I watched it, I backed his campaign. That
There you
like
go.
that instant as we were talking about it, I was like, that it's such Napoleon Dynamite to me, and it was
Yeah.
such a trigger. I was like, fuck yes, that's amazing.
I had 111 views. But I have
many-
a low.
But how
I-
many were playthrough?
Well, see, mine's tricky because it's 15%, but mine's tricky because the first minute is the new one. And so if you've already seen the rest, you don't watch the rest. So I don't know how many people watch the whole first minute of the new campaign. I have absolutely no idea.
I can tell you on my video was 54 seconds long. This was for the last Critter one. It was 54 seconds long.
Yeah.
It got played. I guess I could look it up. Less than 100 times.
Can we
And
still
of those
see?
100 times, the playthrough percentage of a video that is 54 seconds long was less than 50%.
And that's
And this is-
crazy.
And this is why I tell people videos don't matter. There's
Nah.
people that are hung up on it, but honestly, I mean, there's some value in it when people don't know who you are. Certainly, like if you're really brand new, that's one thing. But otherwise, it's like, I've done endless campaigns with no videos, and we've done just fine. So
Yeah, but did you do no videos for the first year?
I did no videos. Yeah, basically. I mean, well, the first 2 I did videos for, they were just like me and the creators talking and shit. Like they were really dumb. And then when we did Penny for Your Soul, the first couple had no videos, and then I made a video with it later that we just reused over and over again. I didn't even make new ones. And that's when I started to realize like this doesn't matter because it's the same thing. So who cares? So yeah, I put no stock in it whatsoever. No stock whatsoever.
I fully believe you in what you're saying there, but also you're talking about how Carissa is now, she has to sell merchandise, and so I feel like I have to make a puppet show for every one of these Kickstarters I do now.
You see what I mean? And I'm known for videos, so my videos are always wild. My issue 4 video was 5 minutes long, but I still got 27% playthrough.
Yeah.
My last trade paperback, I did I think it was a 1 minute video, and I got 55% playthrough. So, but my video, I have my husband push me off of bar stools, and I run myself over with cars. I'm usually bloody at some point. Like, I'm known for my stupid antics in my videos, so people watch them just to laugh.
People do that to me.
So
when
now
they
I have
just
to
say,
keep one-upping myself, which is the problem. So I'm like, do I actually kill myself in a video
Yeah,
at this point?
yeah.
I'm kidding.
whatever it
kidding.
takes.
Yeah. So I had.
Yeah, I'm like, please
I had-
watch this video. I'm dead now.
I had 291 backers. I had 71 plays, and it was 50%
That's
playthrough.
it?
Yeah.
So they don't care at
you.
this point. They're just like, give me your damn book.
Give me the
Give me my
shit.
damn money.
That's it.
I think a lot of people
What's that meme?
watch-
Shut up and take
my
my
first-
money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people watch just the first 30 seconds of mine because that's
Yeah.
all that's new. And then I'm like, this is a summary for past people. And then I'm actually surprised that those 15%, well, I guess it's 50, if it's 110. So it's like 15 people watch the whole video because this is a long video. It gets longer. It gets longer every time because all I do is add on. I'm like, for new people, here you go.
See?
Which I should probably stop doing because this song, I have 2 songs that were written and performed for us, and we're almost to like max. Like the song's gonna have to repeat. soon.
It's gonna be like Carissa's entrance video when she's on the Tuesday morning brew. It just keeps getting longer.
Yeah, it's just gonna be a 2-hour thing. But yeah, I love 14's my favorite, and SK did. I think he did a 4. Did he do a 13 or a 14 for me? I think he did a 13, issue 13. I love that one, but I also love the video that I already paid for, so I kind of put them together. But I do the videos for me. I don't really care if anyone watches them. I've had people back it just from watch. Like if I'm on a show, like we could be talking for like 2 hours, and then we'll play the video. And like, oh, the art's really good, and I'll go back it. So to me, I don't know, works for me. But I just do them because I pay. Actually, it's kind of funny because now I would do it anyway because I pay him $40, but he always says, "Yay, another issue to read. I mean, video to make." So he's like, he gets all excited when it's time for another video. Blake. He's the one that does Chad's video and Chad's comic book, not the Hook one, the other one. I didn't know that. For the
Chad
first
does another one.
Yeah, what's the other one name now? I can't think of what it with the furry. I can't think of what the hell it's called.
Sparkle Dog.
Sparkle Dog.
Sparkle Dog. Oh yeah, I remember.
So Blake is the artist for that one. But I didn't know it, and I was using Blake for like a year. But he goes under a different name. It was like Tuck or something. I don't know what it is. So I think I found out during this show like 2 months ago. And Chad's like, "Oh, that's my guy," and I was like, "Wait, that my guy's your?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "I didn't even know you knew him." So I was like,
it's a small world.
Yeah. Because I found him on X or Twitter, or whatever. So I had no idea he wasn't connected to Chad in any way that I knew. So yeah, but I love his videos. They're very creative, and he's getting better and better. He's doing more and more effects with it. So, totally excited to get them now. I love 14's my favorite so far. It's like all zombies, it's sound effects, and you've got the zombies popping out. I'm just like, I just want to skip to 4. I love all my issues. Like they're all good and I love them all, but man,
let's be honest. We all have a favorite.
Oh, 14. Well, it's 14 through 22, but 14 is like the start. To me, it's one whole story. It's 14 through 22, but it starts in 14. Like, it's got zombies. It's just zombies. I just love them. And I'm so excited to get to it. I have such great covers for it. I'm hoping to have Derek Chu's cover for it. But we'll see because he's super busy. And he first said March and now he says June. So hopefully. But yeah, I already have everything's done for the year. So I have all the Kickstarters set up for the year. I mean, I have them approved. I don't have them like done, but I have all their banners. I have them all pre-approved. I have all the issues done because we're doing through 14. I shouldn't even be doing 14. I'm literally doing 14, so I don't have to wait till next year to do it. Like that's why I'm doing. I moved everything over. I made the Kickstarters 3 weeks instead of 4. I only have 4 weeks in between instead of 5. And we're doing 13 with the hardcover because it's not in the hardcover. And Tom said it's okay. And if Tom says it's okay, then it is okay. So now I can do 14. I have Tom's permission. So since I have that, I have time to do 14 this year. And I'm super excited. Super excited about it. Yeah, so I can't wait. But I had all the covers I needed. And then I really like the sexy covers. So now I got to go back and get sexy covers for everyone. So I need 5 more sexy covers. So each one has a sexy cover because she just looks, the nurse outfit wasn't planned. So once I had a nurse outfit, I was like, well, shit, I need that now. So yeah, I love how everyone's like, it's so brilliant to have a nurse outfit. I was like, it was not planned at all.
It was because your artist couldn't remember to put stuff back.
That was it. He could not remember to put the wound, the rip in the shirt.
Right?
Yeah, the wound and the rip in the shirt. So he would forget every panel. Forget. And it was like constantly, you have to go back and do this. You have to go back and do this. You have to go back and do this.
You know what's funny about that? Marco had the damnedest time with this wrist wrap or something that he drew on Jude.
Yeah.
And now that we have a new artist picking up for 5, I was like, leave it off. No one will notice. So I totally like I X'd that because my editor was like, where's the wrist wrap? And she sent a smiley face. And I was like, we're canceling that wrist wrap from here forward. Because like Marco would get so busy with other stuff, he wouldn't even have time. And then like the whole issue is getting hung up because he has to go put wrist. So I was drawing the wrist wraps and I'm like, this is dumb. I froze, didn't I?
No, you're there. No, we heard you. You draw the wrist thing. There's 3 things.
Yeah. So then I was like, I'm not doing this.
There's 3 things that get screwed every time. He switches so she has on her belt a dagger and a gun. I don't even know how it's on there. They're just there. I don't even know if there's a belt. They're just attached somehow. But
they just float out her pants.
Yeah, they switch sides. So I have to be like, all right, you switch. Yeah. And I never remember until like we're halfway through the issue. I'm like, you have to go back and fix all these. So he literally fixed 10 over the weekend of switched sides. The other thing is the hat. He always forgets the hat. So I actually told him to leave it off, because of what happens in but only but what happens in issue 13. I was like, that's the perfect opportunity for her to lose the hat.
Lose the hat. Yeah, exactly. I was like, and we're done with this. We're not doing it again. That's it.
But he put it in every single page, and I didn't catch it because I thought he wasn't doing it, and I wasn't looking for it. So I was like, well, shit. Now we have that. And then it was the wound. So now I don't have to worry. But that is the infamous reason why she's in a nurse. So it's the best thing he ever forgot was that stupid wound, because I love the nurse outfit. Everyone loves the nurse outfit, obviously. Most guys love the nurse outfit. But I just love how it was absolutely not intended. I'm just like, I can't give her a green shirt because what are the odds that there's a green shirt that she had on? And I was like, I can't. She's not gonna wear yellow or red, and they'd only really have white in 1950s asylum. And I don't want her to be in white, and it'll be dirty all the time, and he'll never remember this, the stains or whatever. I was like, can't wear black because he's got black on. What the fuck is she gonna wear? And I was like, nurse outfit. She'll just wear enough. But in the original, when I wrote the novel, she didn't have it, obviously. And then in the original, there's an in between. She leaves the asylum and then she goes to her house, and we have this whole little hunt going on. I took them out. I deleted 2 whole issues, so she can't change. So now she's still in the damn nurse outfit. So I haven't heard any complaints. The only time she's going to change again is in book 4. In the first issue, they bring it to the island and they kind of like, the guy's a dick and strips her down and sprays her with the hose. But sometimes you have to give her a nurse outfit. So now she's going to have a commando outfit, and it's going to be a joke because the guy's going to be like, well, you stole a nurse outfit from my last hospital. So now you have to wear this. And like each one gets shorter and shorter, like every issue, because the first one was the 50s. I have to do the periodically, accurate. So it was down to her knees or whatever. But the next one was more modern, so it's shorter. And then the commando one is going to be like just the top, like a commando and like the skirt and all that stuff. So yeah, it's getting shorter and shorter. So I don't know what series 2 is going to have. I won't have an excuse to do. Oh wait, she's in the mental institution. There you go. She'll just steal it from the mental institution. So she's stuck in a nurse outfit for the rest of her life now. So
talking about art and the outfits. We have a giant pink centipede, and initially it was just that, and there was one panel where it just looked like a really phallic shape, like from behind. And I said, put a backpack on him right now. Like this cannot go as is. So that's always fun. I understand.
Centipede.
Yeah. Well, I kind of messed up. It's probably going to be an issue later. I don't know if anyone knows Leon. Leon from Resident Evil in 4. I think I showed it last time. So he has like this really cool, the straps with the guns, and so I wanted Draven to have it, and since they're going through the lockers at the military base, I'm like, oh, you can just find this strap on. Don't mind.
Welcome to the show, everybody.
Yeah. So he wears this, and I'm thinking, shit. Now I have to remember to look for this in every single freaking time. In my life worse. But he looks so cool.
Had to give him a strap on.
Yeah. And it's for the ladies, really. But But my artist thought it would look cool, and I was like, "You're not helping." He's like, "It looks really cool," and I was like, "Well, he just looks so plain all the time. He has in every issue, all he has is a t-shirt and jeans. That's it, and boots. That's been his whole outfit
That's
from
his-
day
the
one.
easiest thing to draw ever. Can't mess it up. It's great.
Well, he finds a way. But so we'll see how long the gun he doesn't really even technically use guns because he's inspired by Elliot from Leverage, who doesn't use guns. He can use guns, but since they're zombies, I'm like, he's gonna need a gun. So plus they look cool. So there you go.
Chris, your art looks nice.
Oh yeah, I should
Just
probably
kind
go
of scrolling up and down.
You
a
don't
few
you don't
times.
have
I
to
like
keep.
it.
I appreciate it, but
No, it
and
looks
thank you
nice.
very much. I appreciate
I didn't
it.
realize you were live, man. And so I was like, I saw your video beforehand because you and I had talked, but it looks really nice. You did lots of work.
We
Good
just started watching Always Sunny in Philadelphia. We
Oh,
talked
that
about it.
shows.
Yeah. We talked about it for years, and then we got bored. So we watched it like, I don't know, 4 months ago, and we're already like through like so many seasons. I love Hitchhiker's Guide. I did read the first one, and obviously I saw the first movie. And of course I love Futurama, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, that's pretty cool. I love concept art. Our concept art is so outdated because it was like I think it's one of the first things he did, and I'm just like, they look so much more mature now. Very cool stretch goals.
Which wait,
Awesome.
go back. What are they?
We
No.
don't have.
I was gonna say I don't think they're.
This
Oh,
is-
there you go.
Yeah, this
What's
is my
the worst?
first time doing something. I had no idea what I was doing.
Stretch goals. Yeah.
Our variant cover, if you go look at the variant cover, I was just like, just doodle on it, and we'll just make it holographic, call it a day. So
Awesome. Well, there's 11 days left,
man,
and
great.
I'll put the little link in there. Hold on.
this was a lot of fun doing all this and meeting everybody.
You don't
Lots
have to
of great
lie. We
people
don't
here.
really care.
Well, I mean, everyone but like Tom. I
Damn,
don't like Tom
Carissa.
at all, but everyone else.
I'm just, you don't have to like the show. It's okay.
That's
Oh Lord.
There you go. Yeah. So Ray was gonna join us, but I guess he didn't. I'm gonna
He's
end
too
it here.
intimidated. He's too
He
intimidated
totally was
because
I know.
I got
I know.
100% on Shark Trivia. He's like, I can't
Well,
follow that.
Is that why he's not here?
that's probably why he's not here. He probably
I don't
saw
know.
back
Maybe
and
Memorial Day has something to do with it. No.
Nah.
No, he said,
Nah.
he's told me like an hour ago. He's like, I'm going to be there at 8:30, and he must have saw it and been like, Tom knows way too much, and yeah, Tom needs to be eliminated now because he knows too much.
When you post my link, it's not letting me.
Hold on.
I'll put it in the
And it's
private
really funny
chat.
because
You
my
know what it is.
husband was like, "Why are you doing a show? It's a holiday." I was like, I haven't left the couch. How would I even know it's a holiday? I don't care. He makes it sound like we were supposed to celebrate, and I ruined it all. I was like, yeah, we weren't doing anything. Pale. There you go.
I was just running around because my life was on fire. Everything was on fire today. Everything.
Like I said, oh yeah, 43. Woohoo.
I do?
You do, yeah.
Woo!
I was
Tom and I were laughing
so-
about this. Like, I don't get followers. I don't.
That's the only thing I get. I don't
Yeah,
get a
no.
lot of backers. I get followers. I don't know why they sign up so fast. It's probably because I bug them. Sign up for this. I send it to each one individually, and they feel like they have to. But hold on, I'll show it to you. How do I do this?
Put the long
It's
one.
only been 20 shows. I still don't know what I'm doing.
Has it been 20 shows? That's awesome.
Well, we started in January because I was going live. So I was like, let's start the first week of January. And then we've been doing it every Monday because I have no life. And Tom keeps showing up, so I have to come. So so this is
I'm here before she is. I have to send her a message. I'm here.
Yeah. every
You're like, are you coming to your show?
time. Yeah.
I was here
Come
first
here,
today.
Nadia.
I was waiting for everybody like a good boy. Like
Are you?
I thought you were. I thought you were
Most of
sending
the
me a
time I'm there
message.
early too. Most of the
Chris
time I
sent
am
me a
early too.
message at 7:39. I was like, he better not say he's there because he's gonna be sitting there for like 20 minutes. I'm not
I
getting
sat
up.
there for 20 minutes.
Did you really?
I just listened to music. I was like, I'll just wait. We'll see if this is right.
Yeah, no. I would literally come on like a minute before, but Tom's always here like a trooper. So this is the new art. right?
Yeah. This is
Yes.
Gilbert.
We've got 43. I have it saved, of course. I would be so busted if you were like, oh shit, she doesn't have it saved.
Be like, you need to sign up.
Yeah. I try to be first, but I don't know if I ever am in this thing. I
Never
never
named
make
it,
it
no.
first to pledge. I've tried, but like everyone
No,
always
my
out.
singularity backer is always there. She's there. She's watching from the
Blasted.
background. And she
Uh.
grabs it because other people are gunning for that singularity. So she makes sure that she gets in there and she grabs it. She
Yeah.
cannot be second. She will show up on my doorstep and be like, "Where's my fucking Funko?" Be like, I love you.
So I have mine, which I have 90.
So pretty.
Yeah. Yeah, I had my own personal best because first of all, I love my backers because they're more insane than me. They were all like, "Where's the link for the pre-launch?" I was like, "I'm not approved." Like literally when it ended, they're trained.
They're
to know
trained to
that the
just go
link
sign up
is
for the next
coming.
one.
So
And I tried
knew-
that this time around, didn't I? I was like,
Yeah,
okay,
you did.
Leon did go sign up for pre-launch. And I was like 0 for 2 days. And I was like,
Yeah.
that didn't work.
So like I don't know what. So I didn't have it right away, and everyone was like, "When you like?" I got messages like, where's the link?" I didn't get a link. Where's the link? And I was like, "I will send you a link. You know, I'm gonna bother you with the link. You're not gonna get away from it." So when it was finally approved, I sent it out, and it was like 80 in 24 hours.
Yeah, I was
and
like, you watch, you're gonna beat me in like 20 minutes. And it was like 30 minutes.
was very impressed. I was very impressed. I was like, holy shit. I was like, this is gonna be the worst campaign ever because the better the followers, the worse it's gonna be. But it was very nice that I got it. So now it's gonna be like 1 or 2 like a week. But yeah, I got 80 in 24 hours, and now we're on 90. So, and this is Kevin Sharp's cover. He did an amazing job. I actually felt awful because I forgot that my co-writer is obsessed with Army of Darkness, and I did not have Draven be drawn because I stupidly gave the option of out of my 4 characters, which 2 do you want to draw on? Of course they want the girl and Anubis. Like that was like, why would I give him the
Oh
option?
no. Sorry,
So-
Chaz.
And I didn't
You
know
felt that?
until he was done. And she's like, she's like, I'm super disappointed he didn't do Draven. I was totally looking forward to it. So I was having Kevin Sharp do another cover, and I was like, what the fuck? I did it again. I was like, no, wait, no, we have to do Draven. Can you do Draven this time? He's like, sure. I was like, you have to do Draven because she's a huge fan of Army of Darkness, and he does interior art for Army of Darkness. So I can't screw this up again. So he's doing another cover. I have no idea where this cover is going to go. In one of the 44, I don't know which, it'll be there somewhere. But she wants Draven in there. So there. It's very hard to find somebody that can do Draven. Like, I don't know what it is. What is it about Draven?
I don't know, but it always looks wrong, doesn't it?
It always looks wrong. It
I'm
always
just like,
looks wrong.
that's not
There-
like he
there's-
just looks funny.
The only 3 people, I don't want to say only because then I'll put other people. Like some of the top 3 people, like Jeremy, when he does it, is just phenomenal. Ken Hunt,
Victor Medina did
Vic-
nice too.
Vic does a really good one. Fabio does a really good one. But like so many others are just like, that's even when it's great art, I'm like, it's great art.
Looks
It
funny.
just does not look like Draven. So anyway, I'm going live June 17th. Chris is live now. Tom is live June 6th because he doesn't say things and we have to say him for him. He talks about everything except his own stuff, which is very touching. And then we have Lori, who will be, you're doing the 14th now?
14th.
Okay. So she's the 14th.
So
So June
I was
17th.
trying to say, Tom, do you even bother with pre-launch at this point?
No, he doesn't bother.
Not really, no.
I didn't think so.
See,
I'm usually have the pre-launch like 3 days before it goes.
No, I can't do that. I don't know who's more trained, me or my backers. So I need to have like it up. So that's why I'm approved for the rest of the year, because even 15's approved. Because when 15 goes into pre-launch, they have 2 months. So I'm gonna launch more during that time. But I did 11 through 15 are all pre-approved. So my year is done. I don't have to worry about it.
You just know somebody, because every time I try to, I have to appeal it.
You're not sleeping with the right people.
Apparently
I also
not.
ship
Oliver.
I ship way faster than you.
Yeah, that's true.
That might be why. But like for I don't know if it like this time it took a week for my first one, right? Once it was approved, hi, Jesus. Once I was approved, the other 4 were automatically approved. So the first one took a week, and then the other ones were just 2 seconds. And then I was like, well, I can't stop now because what if it doesn't? I don't want to stop the train now that it's all pre-approved. So that's why through 15 is pre-approved. So I'm excited because I my hardest part is the banners.
What do you mean?
That fitting a banner in a stupid Kickstarter, that's my hardest part. I hate doing banners. But now I have all banners. They all fit. They're all good. Tom, are you actually going to talk today about yourself?
I can show you this. This is the main cover for our June 6th launch. It's our our annual camp crossover thing where we take all of our characters out of their normal world and send them all to summer camp. So we are celebrating National Drive-In Day, Catnip Awareness Day, and Skateboard Day from June 6th to June 21st. And so that is Catnip. That's our character. She's got her skateboard there. We had Ed Lavallee do our drive-in style logo at the top. And this will be this will be like all the others. It'll be a little short story. It'll be a 12-page story that sort of encompasses all 3 of those days into one summer camp style story. So yeah.
Can I send my 4 cats because they have this addiction to catnip and they might be able to benefit from going to your camp?
Catnip awareness, the 15th, Carissa. Awesome. You got to really pay attention.
I will do my best. I will absolutely.
It's an epidemic. It's a problem. Yeah.
I just gave it to them 2 days ago and I still regret it. Like they're like off the walls. They're talking back to me like bastards. I got to do something. So to camp they will go. So I want a discount though, because you're on the non-show. So I want a discount. That's all there is to it. 4 cats. You know how expensive 4 cats get, man? I'm telling you.
Yes.
She's like, yes. So anyway, so we will be back next week because still no Big Shark. So we're stuck coming back. So we will be here next Monday. I don't even know what date it is. Whatever date next Monday is.
Isn't it in June next week? Damn.
Yeah, it is June next week.
June 3rd.
June 3rd, yeah.
Is it June 3rd? I thought it was
4th. No,
Damn.
3rd, yeah. First,
like,
yeah, third, it's the 3rd. Yeah.
Third.
The 1st is Saturday, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nobody's watching that's going to be there. But Saturday, I should probably pack stuff. Saturday, I will be in Nashville tabling. And I will be there Saturday and Sunday because they are gracious enough to not make me go on Friday. So, yeah, I'll be there. And then I don't think I have anything until
I'm dying.
August. Don't die on camera. Well, we get more views, but don't die on camera. You can't die unless it's during your video so that you get
right. I can die on my own show. Right.
Yeah.
Kickstarter video. Catch me dying there.
There you go. So yeah, if anyone's in Nashville, I know a couple of Ed's going to be there. TJ, I think is going to be. So a couple of people are going to be there tabling, but yeah, come visit. I will have my hardcovers and Anubis plushies and tons of merch that I'm going to hate packing and whatever.
Yeah,
anyway,
I've got my 3rd show in 3 weeks. I'll be.
Oh my God! Really? Where?
Yeah, I'll be in New York for Ozstravaganza, the Oz show that invites me out every year. So this will be 3 in 3 weeks for me. Yeah.
I'm
Holy
doing
crap, Tom.
The entire year because I don't want to deal with it. I'm doing Nashville this weekend. I'm doing. I am a guest at CreepyCon August 2nd and to the 4th. So I will be there because they're feeding me. And I have no reason to not be there. So they're going to be feeding me. It's a great con, actually. It's actually pretty big. I think they used to be like small. I didn't know them then, but like this is like I think it's only like their 4th year. And it went from this little expo center to now the convention center. And then in October, it's a 1-day con in Gatlinburg. And I love those. Those are my favorite. I just go in, no hotel, just get out and that's it. They don't even have it set up yet. Like you can't even buy a table yet. That's how small they are. That's my favorite kind. So we'll be back next Monday if nobody gets us Big Shark. So,
Chris, are you going to any shows?
No, you can find me at the Burger King drive-through line.
Cool.
Don't get the mozzarella fries. That
Nice.
the is trash.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna be at FriskCon Thursday, Friday, and Saturday this
That
weekend.
sounds like a non-comic book thing. That sounds frisky. Like I don't know what kind of
FriskCon?
name is that. What is it?
It's Frisco Library.
Sure it is. Sure it is.
It's
It's at the
cool
corn
here. You
shop
can
down
look
the
it up.
street.
I'm doing a panel on Thursday where people can ask me questions about being an indie creator. So I was excited about that.
Cool.
I hope
Um,
nobody ever asks me that. People keep saying like they'll say, "Oh, you like Kevin." Kevin's like, "You inspired me to make more." I was like, "Please don't follow my footsteps. Like I'm doing it the worst way possible. Do as I say, not as I do. Isn't that what you're supposed to say?" And then somebody else today told me they're like, "Oh, I'm going to quit my job because you did." And I was like, "Don't do what I do. What are you crazy?" Like she's like, "I want to do this full time." And I was like, "Oh man, I'm gonna have a whole cult of following of people that are just poor and don't know what they're doing." Do not follow what I do.
they're gonna blame you.
They really are. I'll be the opposite.
It'll be
of a
your
cult.
fault.
I would be the one that they tell everyone to stay away from. Stay away from her because she's a bad
Wait, they
influence.
did that in the Umbrella Academy where he was like, "I'm not your savior," and they're like, "Dear God, we love you." Like, so as much as you told them that he wasn't it, they were all like, "He proves us that he is the leader."
Yeah, Kevin's like, "You're my idol." I was like, "Oh God, I'm so sorry." Just like follow.
Well, anyway,
Lauren.
I'll be at FriskCon Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So if y'all are in Texas, you can come see me. It's free. There's no door cover or anything. It's just
How
the
far
library.
down are you in Texas? Where are you at?
I'm not really far into Texas. Like
This
from
is-
Oklahoma, we're about an hour south.
Oh, you're
from
in Oklahoma? No, you're
Not in
so you're-
Oklahoma. No,
you're
we're in,
south of Oklahoma.
like when you're going south into Texas, once
Yeah.
you cross to Texas from Oklahoma, it's only an hour to get to Prosper because
Okay.
Texas is just
Yeah,
gigantic,
sure.
right? Or if you look at it from a different direction, we're an hour north of Dallas.
Hour north of Dallas.
So-
Okay.
Depending on where you're going, you're usually passing through Dallas area to get there. You
Right.
can come by and we'll go get some barbecue.
I can't imagine being in Texas. I came from Connecticut. Well, I was in New York, but I was too young to drive around. But when I was in Connecticut, you can drive to the farthest point from end to end in 2.5 hours, right?
Yeah.
So we moved to Tennessee, and we're looking at Craigslist, and I was like, "Look up how far away it is. 6 hours." Like
Yeah.
I don't even know. I couldn't imagine Texas. I can't even handle Tennessee. Like
You
I
can
don't know.
drive for 8 hours and still be in Texas.
Well, it depends on.
In fact, I had someone on my show. It was Rafael Madrigal, and he's like at the border. Him and I are 8.5 hours away.
Nice.
Yeah. So I was like, maybe I'll see you at a con. Where are you at? And he's like, I'm at the border. And I was like, we won't see each other at con.
Yeah, man, you're 4. I think you're like 14 hours from me. So
That's it.
that's it. I've driven further to visit nothing. So I usually travel like
I'm much cooler than nothing. And I
Yeah,
got a
by a
pool in my
lot.
backyard.
By a
So I'm
lot.
just saying.
we travel 3 hours in one day for like a burger. So I'm more of a traveler than my husband.
What burger was this?
Nick and Norman's the Nick Reedus from The Walking Dead has a burger place in Chattanooga, and they make the best freaking burgers. Now I will say they used to, and I don't know how because it's like a fancy place, or not fancy but like a little higher end. Their sweet potato fries were awful, like raw. And now it's like we kept every time we would go there, like, why is it raw? And then can you make them thinner? Like why are they so raw? And finally they fixed it, and now they're like the best sweet potato fries. So now we go even more. So that wasn't a good idea for us to recommend that. But and he has gluten-free buns. But I will say, this is no knock on them. They were super busy. It showed up, and I was like, that bun looks way too good. There's no way this is a gluten-free bun. He's like, oh, I forgot. I was like, that's okay. I knew looking at it that was not a gluten-free bun, but it was actually really good. The gluten-free was really good. So I was very impressed because I love burgers, and now because my body has betrayed me at the age of 46, I don't get to have whatever the hell I want anymore, which is probably a good thing overall.
Welcome to the club.
But I miss burgers and all that. So buns, bread, that was a big thing. So the few restaurants that have it, a good gluten-free bun is my favorite place to go. So anyway, this is the Southern goodbye, where we say goodbye like 18 times.
I thought it was Midwestern goodbye. We're good at that.
Oh, yeah, we're all. Well, I'm an Italian New Yorker Southerner. So the New York part's fast, but it's laid down by the Italian and the Southern part. So it takes like 2 hours to say goodbye. So that's just the way it is. So I'm just gonna hit end, so I don't have to do it anymore. 'Cause that,